Hi, we're here in Allen, Texas at Armour Brewing Company. I'm with Brian Martin, the head brewer of Armour. Thanks for having us here, Brian.
Absolutely, glad to have you.
So today we're going to work on a new grapefruit IPA. Amoretti has a lot of different product lines, as you probably know. So we have 6 different grapefruit products that we're going to taste through one of your IPAs and see the difference in the smell, the taste, and how we like the different products.
Sounds good.
All right.
Can't wait.
Let's try some grapefruit. First up is going to be our grapefruit compound. The compounds from us are the purest form of fruit that we offer. When you look at the ingredients on here, I love that it just says the very first ingredient, grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
So
right
you
off
know
the
what
bat.
you're getting with the compound. So super concentrated, pure fruit. So we've dosed some Armour IPA here, and let's just get our reaction of this grapefruit.
First impressions.
Right away off the nose.
Definitely some great aroma. It's already a good amount of grapefruit coming through on this beer. So
From the hop bill, right?
From the hop
and
bill,
so
exactly.
This is like already just amplifying the natural grapefruit notes we get from the hops.
I like that a lot. You still get that base Armour IPA. You still get all that grapefruit that's being driven from the hops, but the compound is just kind of accentuated in on the back there.
Right.
So big aroma, and then kind of get a little bit extra pop.
So
in the
yeah,
back.
big aroma, but I get like a really full flavor from it as well. Like again, complementing the hops, but what I like about this is there's none of like the pithiness that you would get normally.
Right.
Of just using a bunch of grapefruits, right?
Kind of getting just that pure
So it's just
fruit
it's
itself.
a clean fruit
Exactly.
base, right? It's a strong foundation of grapefruit. I feel like with the compound. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Okay, great. Let's try the next product.
Let's do it.
Next up is our grapefruit artisan. So you've worked with artisans a lot, but for the people who haven't, we've taken the grapefruit concentrate and adjusted the food acids. So we've adjusted the acidity. We've also added in some natural color. And I think the way that this is processed really pops in beer. So let's go ahead and try the grapefruit artisan.
Yeah, definitely had good luck with the artisan and other products in the past.
Awesome. So yeah, once again, just aroma.
Comes across a little sweeter with the artisan.
Yeah, I think it's a little brighter, like or
brighter is better.
Maybe sharper aroma.
I definitely get more of that fruit up front, kind of right when I first take a sip, and it seems to balance the bitterness out a little bit better than the compound too. Maybe that extra sugar there.
Yeah, the sweetness has been adjusted in the artisan.
Absolutely,
is a little more balanced for you.
A little more balanced.
And it's such a good beer.
It's a great base for this.
Yeah, it is
for sure. So already pretty grapefruit forward.
All right, so artisan, easy to mix in, and we're getting a nice, sharp, bright grapefruit aroma.
Absolutely.
And you like the balance of the sugars that have been added into this.
In this, I like the balance in this a little bit better
Awesome.
for this particular beer.
All right, Brian. Next up is our craft puree. So grapefruit craft puree.
Right away on the aroma, I'm getting a more intense pop.
Yeah.
I think in the artisan. Flavor's pretty similar to the artisan.
Yeah, very similar.
Very similar, yeah.
Craft puree is my favorite product line to work with because it's so easy to use. It's liquid, super easy to dose. I mean, you can see the gorgeous color from the fruit. It just goes right into solution and doesn't require any extra mixing. And so from a process standpoint, if you're worried about tank time or labor in the brewery, I always, I prefer to use a craft puree.
Cut a couple steps down. It seems like you'd always just pour it in versus the
exactly
different ways that we can do the artisans.
Right. Just your weight and pour it in, and then right from the jump, it's getting the same really lovely aroma that I got from the artisan. I feel like super balanced. Again, acidity on these has also been adjusted to speak specifically in beer.
Okay.
Yeah, so this product is formulated specifically for the use in beer, and so we've done everything to do that for you, so there's no guesswork. Mixed right in, piece of cake.
Yeah, almost no work at all mixing it in, just kind of infused itself right away.
Flavor standpoint, what do you think of the balance?
I like where it's at. The flavor contribution seems pretty in line with the artisan.
Just tastes like great natural grapefruit, right?
Exactly, yep.
All right, Brian, the next product line I wanted to show you is our beverage infusion. Beverage infusions are perfect for when you're crafting a seltzer, a non-beer beverage, an RTD, cocktail, is really where this application shines.
Okay.
But I like them so much, I thought it would be fun to show you what it tastes like in beer.
Showcase how she works.
Yeah, so let's see our grapefruit beverage infusion. A lot of sweetness has been added to this, right? And what are your initial aroma thoughts?
Say definitely still that bright citrus grapefruit coming through.
Yeah.
Still not getting a lot of that pithiness or anything. But yeah, definitely you can noticeably sweeter even in the aroma.
Right. It's still so balanced.
Yeah, it's almost completely balanced that bitterness away.
Right. It has,
on the back
and
end.
I think that's important to note too, is that the added residual sugars, like you just mentioned, has changed the perception of the bitterness and the IBUs of the beer, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think that's important to note when you're designing a fruited IPA recipe, to know what you're going to do, how you're going to get the residual sugars, and what you're going to do with your
which
initial
product
bittering
and how
units.
how much that's going to be left over at the end, essentially.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Brian. So we've tried a bunch of different forms of the grapefruit. Now we're going to get into our extracts. So we have our natural grapefruit extract here, that we've just dosed this IPA with. What's your experience using Amoretti extracts in the past?
I've never used the extracts by themselves.
Okay.
I always use it to kind of just amp up what we're already doing with the artisans and the other products.
Yeah.
Kind of get that little extra boost on the aroma side, especially.
I think that's
worked out
so
really well.
an added top note.
Exactly. Yep.
Right. And that's also a really good tip for brewers. If you're worried about your cost of goods, and I know we all are, if you want to reduce the use of your artisan, for example, and then add the top note on top of that to really amplify the aroma, to give you the perception of there's a lot more grapefruit in the glass than there already is.
Right.
Yeah. Easy way to do it with this.
For sure.
All right. So what are we smelling?
Definitely a bit more intense aroma.
Yeah,
than
it is.
some of the products.
It's a bright aroma for sure. But then there's the IPA, right?
Then that's full-on IPA.
It's full-on IPA. So you get an amazing grapefruit aroma. I think it's very, it's a natural smell. There's nothing artificial about it to me.
Yeah, it smells like they're using
It's grapefruit, right? But then when there's no base of actual fruit in this beer. This is just extract.
purely extract.
Right. So then you're getting just that finish of a nice clean IPA. Last but not least, our grapefruit zest oil. This is a really fun one. Any of our zest oils, I'm obsessed with. Just give this a drive-by sniff real quick.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right? Like, it screams at you. It's the most concentrated, most efficient extract that we make at Amoretti. Any of the zest oils are so potent. So let's see what it does to the beer.
Oh yeah.
That's,
Notably right away.
That's
a
right.
huge bright aroma.
I mean, that just smells like someone stayed up all night zesting grapefruits. Yeah, that is a terrible job for a cellar man.
Yes, it is.
Let's try it.
It carries through a bit. Again, I think it's more functional as a topper.
100%. Yeah. The zest oil, one of my tricks I like to do, it at just like a quarter to half ounce per barrel, is going to amplify whatever hops you put in the beer, whatever actual fruit you've put in the beer, whether it's artisan or compound or craft puree. A little bit of that zest oil just gives you that crazy nose.
Turns
like,
it up to 11.
you know, when the bartender's pouring the beer, you can smell it from like out here. Like it's so bright. It's so bright.
Don't have to get all the way in there.
Right.
Yeah,
So again,
experience.
it's a great way to really be smart about your fruit addition, and
also from a
top it up
shelf
with
stability standpoint, these extracts aren't really adding any more sugar, so
exactly
you can get away with.
So easily dosed in the bright, which is a really good point. It's perfect to dose finished beer with. It's super easy, but it's just bright grapefruit.
Bright grapefruit.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. All right, Brian. So we've tried 6 different grapefruit products. Do you have a favorite? Are you leaning in a certain direction? What are you thinking?
I've actually got a lot of favorites, and not what I was expecting to take away from this. Really expected to like the artisan, because that's kind of what I've always gravitated to with other products from in the past. Yeah, the compound really opens up some new ideas from getting more intense flavor with less residual sugar in there. And then the craft puree is as easy as it was to mix. That one really seems a lot more intriguing
and
now,
what
too.
stood out to me is you made a comment about the color.
Yeah.
When we dosed the craft puree and how much that actually changed the color and added to it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, definitely a different product than the artisan. But they've all kind of got their own unique uses, and it's nice to have a bunch of different tools in the artisan.
Yeah, and that's all it is. It's different tools in the tool belt. I like a sound analogy when I'm talking about the compounds. I like to think of that's like a lot of low end. Like that's your subwoofer bass. That's that flavor really gave us a strong foundation.
Right.
Right. And so it's super fun that you had
And then
that
those extracts, especially the zest, just kind of give you that
a tiny bit
bright
of it, right?
pop
It's so bright,
that hits you right away.
Yeah.
So you're not having to really dig in to the beer itself to get the full experience.
Well, thank you for sharing your delicious beers. I can't wait to see the finished product of your grapefruit IPA. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you guys for coming.
Of course.